In the fall of 1998, Daniel Brooks sat alone inside a tiny diner in western Kentucky, staring at a crumpled community bulletin. For almost 6 years, he'd chased one dream, becoming a professional stunt performer. Every audition ended the same way. "We'll call you." They never did. Then, one tiny flyer caught his eye. A traveling action show was holding open auditions in Tennessee that very evening. The ad said they were searching for people with real burn experience. Daniel froze. Years earlier, he'd accidentally burned his arm while working construction. The scar covered nearly his entire forearm. For the first time, he believed his biggest insecurity might finally become his biggest opportunity. He jumped into his old pickup, drove for hours, and along the way, convinced himself one scar wasn't enough. At a deserted rest stop, he poured gasoline onto a metal trash lid, lit it, and deliberately pressed his other arm against the flames. The pain was unbearable. But Daniel kept thinking, "This is my chance." Hours later, he stumbled into the audition room, shaking, his fresh burns wrapped in dirty towels. The judges immediately called 911. Nobody understood why he'd done something so horrific. Then one producer picked up the original flyer and went silent. The advertisement hadn't said "real burn experience." It actually read, "Real barn experience." They were casting performers who had grown up working on farms, because the show involved horseback riding and livestock. One smudged letter changed everything. Daniel survived, but spent months recovering in a burn unit, followed by years of therapy. He never landed the role, and the people who printed the flyer never forgot the mistake that destroyed one man's desperate dream.